Hello everyone, today I'm in Loughborough, we're just outside, and I've come to have a spiritual meeting with a church in Loughborough. I feel very much like I'm here by invitation, right next to the crematorium. I always get nervous when I'm going to work spiritually because I never know what's going to unfold. There isn't a script, there's no rehearsals. Really a test of trust and faith. Very much tucked away, hidden away. That just renders me speechless. Absolutely speechless. That is such a gorgeous building. They're all gravestones and stuff. There's somebody walking around, so I'll let them walk. There we go, back on track. Look at this. This is something special, this. I don't know what the church is called. Nice and quiet now. I feel very much a female energy with this church. If I could describe it as personality, it would be that of a fiery redhead, forged hard in battle, like something out of Braveheart. Let's take a little walk around. I feel a lot of strength with this church, this building. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. I feel very much like this building, this church is these railings aren't here for a protection, because I don't think anyone in the right mind or the wrong mind would ever damage this building. But I feel like this is a sense of incarceration. She's telling me that they're trying to break her will. They're trying to break her faith with God. For if she gives up her faith, then she will be truly at the mercy of her captors. A bit like Jesus on the cross. They want them to denounce God so they can have full control of this building. They don't have full control of this building. The will of this building, the strength of this building won't be broken. Wow, I'm just in awe of this building. I don't know if they dare put a camera on that building. Yeah, there's a camera there. such strength, such power, such resolve. Yeah, they're working hard to break her will, break her down. What she's telling me is that the strength that God and faith gives means that the evildoers can't get close to her at all. And the second she gives that up, she's almost done for. The spirit I can only describe as like a Braveheart warrior, but with grace and dignity. Definitely a breaking of the will, trying to break a will. This fence goes all the way around. But it's not for protection. They're trying to break it down. The only way I can describe it is like a battered housewife that's afraid to go out, afraid to say the wrong thing, in fear of reprisals. Wow, that's of a different era. She's telling me that if you have faith in God, then no evil can get near, not even close, because it's the ultimate power, the ultimate strength. She's describing it as if you put two poles of a magnet together, two of the same poles together, and it repels. It's like that. It's got that force, that power. The soul in this church was once human and carries all that experience with it. There's a time as a human she would have utilised anything at her disposal. Very, very, I don't know, a very good strategist, very adept at situations and adapting to the situation as it changes. If you was to stand next to her in a line of battle, you'd be comforted, you'd feel comfort and reassured no matter what the outcome. I think it feels like if you believe in your cause, then it doesn't really matter the outcome, whether you win or lose. And I think that's what earned this human soul the right or the honour to be the caretaker of this church, this building. She's telling me she's being punished. She's being punished because she's referred to as the outspoken one, the one that won't be beat down. She's showing me, she's pulling things out my mind, my memories, like files, and she can show me things. And what she's showing is like the French Foreign Legion, you know, when they punish them and they bury them up to their neck until they gave up and had their will broken. Because once that will's broken, then they can rebuild as they want, in their image, as they want it to be. So what we're seeing here is just the tip of the iceberg of this building. There is more of this building below the surface. The ground does go down somewhat, and it feels like those houses at the front there are sort of guard houses. They are the houses, people live in them. It's kind of implied. There's no entry. She's very tucked away, very hidden. The whole world should see this building. Let's have a look at the grounds. It's a beautiful day. You can see evidence there of below ground, it going down. Let's see if I can get in there for you, show you. There's a doorway. Just there. There's a doorway going down and railings. So it does go down. She's telling me if you need help, a strategy, a plan to get you out of a situation, and you're a good person at heart, you're just facing problems, you come here, you spend that 5 minutes, then you'll have the answers and the plan that you need to get you out of your situation. Because you're not alone with your situation. It's definitely not alone when you come here. I can tell you now, a will never be broken, no matter how many railings you put round her. Such a fighting spirit. She's telling me she was chosen to be the caretaker of this church because she was prepared to die, and she did die for her cause and her belief, and that strength that she had, she brings to this church. She's asking me, would I die for my beliefs? And I say, yeah, I'd like to think so, but I wouldn't know until the moment came. But I'd like to really believe so. I just want to bring the truth out, to show the people what's been hidden, because this beautiful church shouldn't be hidden from anybody. I feel like you'd have to be someone really privileged to be buried here. Be an honour. She wants me to visit another church in Loughborough. She's very clever. She's showing me, she's almost like going into my brain as like files and seeing what I've seen and using them to help convey the message. So she wants me to go to another church. And be told things there. given almost like the next step in the journey, I suppose. So I don't know where this journey is leading, but I do find it very exciting and privileged, absolutely privileged, to be doing what I'm doing here today. She's telling me if somebody came here with ill intent, they would know about it. It wouldn't end well for them, which is again about breaking her will. They'd have full control, and she's not going to give that up for anyone or anything except God and what she believes in. She's telling me that the only time the gates open is when money changes hands. Almost like, I suppose the expression we would say in today's terms would be being pimped out to some degree. And these buildings should never be for profit. And it's an act of devaluation, like asking people for money for venues, weddings, funerals, anything like that, when she is saying it's like their God-given right to have that. And the devaluation of the railings, the devaluation of the incarceration is all out the nicest toolbox to break you down, to devalue you, to bring you down to a level of control. Such an amazing amount of strength. She wants me to go now, carry on this journey with her blessings, with her guidance, and I hope I can do her justice. Thank you for your time. Right, let's go and find us in the church. Yeah, if you've got 5 minutes in your day and you're passing by this church, come and give it your blessing, and your blessing will be returned tenfold. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Hello everyone. Right, we're at the church where I was asked to come, and as I left the other church to come to this one, I was wondering, where shall I park? What should I do? How should I go about it? But it all became clear where to park, how to get here. It all seemed so easy and painless. I think she even sensed that I was running a little bit flat on energy. So I've got something to eat and a coffee. I feel a bit more charged up now. And I can absolutely see why she wanted me to come here. Just by a rectory place. I think I'm going to position myself next to that tree. It looks really nice. I'll just take in this beauty for a minute. This is a beautiful, beautiful church. But obviously more than a church. A place of healing and love. Straight away I feel the presence of a male energy with this church. bit different to the church. I feel a sense of conjuring, like I want to conjure something up, like it was the spirit of a wizard of sorts, a conjurer of magic. So much love gone into this building, so much time and artwork gone into it. It's just something from a different era again. It just doesn't fit in. I can't wait to find out what this building has to share with me. I've got to show you this church in all its glory, or as best as I can. Definitely a male presence with this church. A holder of a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. Okay, come and talk to me. Where do you want me to go? I want to call this church, for some reason, Fantasia. Fantastic and magical in one. I'm asking what he'd like me to achieve today. And he's telling me it's not about today, but tomorrow that's important. He's telling me that I've been watched for a while. I've been watching me for a while to see if I was worthy of doing this. And I don't feel worthy of doing what I'm doing. But I'm very grateful for the opportunity, very excited by the opportunity of doing what I'm doing. He wants me to open Pandora's box, and he wants me to lay it all out on the table for people to see, whether they like it or not. He's saying that they were watching me for a while and watching how I respond to things. He's telling me that I didn't consider myself adequate for this. And he's telling me that that's the pure reason why I should be doing this, because I don't feel worthy enough, confident enough, brave enough. But he's telling me just for those attributes that I'm perfect for this. And I find that quite humbling and difficult to accept a little bit. He's telling me of a time when spirituality and God and magic and wonder all coexisted and flowed in a cauldron, if you like. They all mixed together beautifully. Love, God, magic, spirituality that we've been all disconnected from, deliberately disconnected from, to isolate us from any quadrant of help and support. All avenues of safety have been removed. he talks about the massive devaluation of humankind and of nature and of these churches. He's telling me the select few can really feel that power. He's telling me to go forward where I feel I should go, and not to be put off by barriers and boundaries, because they're man's boundaries. They are evildoers' boundaries, designed to hide away our true capabilities as a species, the human species. Because if the evildoers of this world, of this realm, knew what they do know, what we're capable of, if the people knew what they were capable of as a collective, and if all them human souls use love as their weapon, as their tool, as their protection, as their guide, then evil couldn't exist in this realm. The wrongdoers couldn't exist in this realm. It would be too uncomfortable for them. And they'd have to leave. Which would make this realm a much better place forever. But everything's been inverted to attack God, to attack what God represents, which is love, kindness, warmth, support. Because the fallen angel, Lucifer, constantly envious of God's power and love, that he wants to devalue, like the narcissist toolbox, devalue, degrade, put down, bring under control. He's telling me these spiky things, which I've always wondered what they were. They give off frequencies. They collect frequencies from the heavens, gather within the walls. Frequencies, energies. Let's have a little walk around. Have a look. Gravestones just laid on the floor. 1835. I was walking across them and I didn't even notice. And I had to get off, but obviously they're all over the place. Okay. Look at these beautiful glass. Beautiful stained glass. I bet it's beautiful on the inside, looking out with the light outside. I'm walking on gravestones again. Can't seem to help it. All dated around the year 1850, 1855. And also, this seems to have died quite young, 37 years. "58 years. So they're all laid up there. We'll do a full walk around. It's just magnificent. It just can't. Some of these stones are so faded. Stones don't seem right. If you look at them. I'm going to step up here. Look at how they're laid out. Very strange. Aged 3 years. 44 years. It does seem like people didn't live very old back in the 1800s. I've got to come over here and show you this because this is just gorgeous. Look at that. He's giving me thanks for doing this. I don't need any thanks. It's my pleasure. I hope the world gets to see this. I hope everyone gets to see it. All the spiky things all there to gather energy from the ether. It looks like something out of a fairy tale. And I think he wants to bring in that essence of a fairy tale that resonates in all our hearts as children when we watch things that resemble that fairy tale magic, Fantasia, the Mickey Mouse, which he considers a mockery of what this represents. Another attempt at devaluation. Cartoon mouse. Looks like it goes down some way. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you. Yeah, it goes down, goes underground. You can hear power going on down there. The energy coming from this, it doesn't feel threatening, it doesn't feel intimidating. Some of these older buildings, these old churches that we tend to think come from a Gothic medieval era, when that's not what they're about. There's nothing menacing or threatening about these at all. Look at that. A titan among men. Flags put on there. It's a difficult one. I mean, everyone's got their own right, their own free will to live their own lives and choose who they lay with. Absolutely, it's their free will. Absolutely, but that feels a little bit like a hijacking. And not really necessary. So what he's saying to me is, I could put it in a nice little package, is to go forward. It's to go forward, to go and look at these places. and to go forward with His blessing and God's blessing. And show everything that's been hidden from us, denied our rightful knowledge. If you could have one wish, it would be to bring back the love, the magic, the spirituality into one big cooking pot, into people's lives and hearts. Because people go around today with no sense of direction other than material possessions and wants and needs and desires, without a higher understanding. And He's telling me a life like that is a life almost wasted. And people's fear of death, people's fear of dying in the afterlife, it's been made a mystery to us when it really isn't. We're all on a spiritual journey as human beings. We should be helping each other, we should be helping nature. We shouldn't be distorting the truth or the facts, and we shouldn't be distorting the history of our existence and our part we play in this realm. Thanks for that blessing. I can go forward now with confidence into places and areas that I felt were denied previously. I hope all the efforts of all concerned pay fruitful for the betterment of humankind and all living kind on this realm. Thanks for your time today, thanks for listening, thanks for taking time out of your day to listen to this, to watch this. I hope it gives you comfort and support, and I hope it broadens your understanding of our existence and our reason for being it. Okay. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. See you soon. Hello everyone. Today I'm in Sulby to look at this gorgeous church, and I'm here by invitation, so I'm expecting, hoping for a spiritual connection. I'm feeling very much the sense of a male presence with this church. I feel like this is a masterpiece, well they all are, but this one, there's something very unique about this one. I'm seeing technical drawings, like an architect. Not just any architect, the architect. This is the architect that designed all these beautiful buildings. He's telling me he's been silent for a very long time, but he wants to speak today. He wants to give me some teachings. He wants to tell me and teach me things. He's telling me he's not just an architect, but a master stonemason. He's telling me he's trying to hold back a rant, if you know what I mean. He wants to say a lot of things, but he's trying to keep his dignity and his composure. He's telling me there's only one master mason, but there were many that worked under him. He's telling me that they didn't just steal his buildings and his plans. They had the cheek to steal his title, his rightfully owned title of Master Mason. He's saying there's a lot of technology in these buildings, a lot of forgotten technology. He's telling me that the receptors at the top, which I've always questioned what they were, these are the ones at the highest point, receive divine messages from the heavens and are captured within the walls. And the small receptors that you see dotted around these buildings are the ones that transmit, like those ones. If I just capture it, I know the light's not very good, but these things that you see all over these buildings, these stray knobby designs, the lower ones are transmitters. He's telling me that the words Freemasonic, he'd like to explain what that means. Freemasonic. Free means free for all, free energy, free for the good of mankind, humankind. And the Masonic means masonry, sonic. Sonic meaning frequency. It's something in frequencies. So free Masonic stands for free buildings, free energy. He's telling me the stones are very important. The whole design is very important. He's telling me that some people receive ringing in their ears. Sometimes the left ear, sometimes the right ear. He's telling me that this frequency, this pitch, this tone comes from these buildings. He's saying that divine guidance comes from the heavens, received in the higher points and transmitted via the lower points. And if you're receiving that ringing, then you're receiving it from the church nearest to you to give you divine guidance and help and support. This is a sonic element of these buildings. He's telling me if you're without faith, without belief, without God in your heart, then you can't have God's protection. If you can't get God's protection, then you're wide open to psychic attack, and you're very vulnerable. He's saying if you don't believe in God, that's your free will. But a lot of psychic attacks are happening, he's telling me today. Because a lot of people are unaware and God has been removed from people's consciousness. And that needs to be, should be, willingly be put back in. He's saying if you don't believe in spirituality, then spirituality isn't in your world. If you don't believe in magic, then magic can't exist in your world. And he's saying that this is very sad. He's telling me he's been silent for a long time. He's kept this inside. He's saying each of these buildings are different. Each footprint is different. Although they look the same, the principle's the same. They're all very unique. And he is the architect. God inspired, God driven, with Tesla style technology. He wants to bring the Freemasonic back to the world for them to appreciate and enjoy. And if you accept God into your soul, into your life, you'll have protection and nothing can get in. And it'll open new doors for you, new pathways. He's saying if you don't get that ringing in your ear, it means you're faithless and vulnerable. And he finds that scary, the fact that someone's vulnerable and at the mercy of spiritual attack. Let's have a little walk around. Yeah, they stole his plans. They stole his ideas, made it their own. It's just theft. Capitalising on someone else's idea, somebody else's brilliance. Because they didn't have the inspiration, the divine inspiration to do it for themselves. Even the technology isn't open to them. A brilliant, brilliant man. Centuries old. And he resides in these walls. The soul, the spirit. I wonder if that's on the timer or whether it just went off. You're telling me that's sonic. The tone of the bell is sonic. Frequencies, everything's about frequencies. Let's stand back and get a good look at this in all its glory. That's just sheer brilliance. Shut the gate, there's plenty of riffraff going in, do Let's look at the date on some of these. 1870. He says he feels better for sharing that. Sharing the theft. He wants you to know the truth. Because the truth's important. He's saying he'd like a reclamation of all these buildings. All the captives. Avoid slavers. A reclamation on a grand scale. He wants me to go and visit another church as the sun goes down. I know the one he's showing me. He wants me to meet with the teacher. Show me more, tell me more about our history, about our heritage, and our rightful claim to these beautiful buildings and the energy, the technology they possess. Thank you for your invitation. We can only really appreciate this building from a distance in all its glory. Thank you for your invitation today. It's been a wonderful experience. It feels very much like we're getting something's coming together. We have the grace and wisdom of St Margaret's, the battle-hardened warrior, his beautiful church Fantasia, and now the architect. It seems like a plan is forming. I'm happy to play my part. I'm asking him, what is my part in all this? He's saying my part is to document everything. So people can see the truth. And when things are put right, the documentation will stop and prevent it ever happening again through proper education, truthful, honest education. Thank you for your time today. Take care. Hello everyone. This is the church I was shown, just in Barrow-on-Soar. Barrow-upon-Soar even. Just gonna take a minute to have a little look at it. It's fantastic. I've never really, I've seen it. I've been past it once or twice, but never really stopped and appreciated it. I'm telling you now, it's been a really long day. A bit like waiting for a driving test in the afternoon. Waiting for this time of day. And I understand why this time of day was the right time of day. Sometimes you just got to follow what's being said or what's being advised. I have got a nice place to sit down, which is good. All the usual roof furniture, all the same beautiful stonework. So I'm here to communicate with the teacher. It's a nice spring evening, so people are in the garden, so you might hear them in the background. So I'm here to work with the teacher this evening, and it seems I'm going to get a bit of a history lesson, and I do love history when it's the correct history, rightful history. He wants to take me to a time of when I was a child, and we're told all them stories, the fairy tales of giants and fairies and dragons and all them childhood stories that we're told. And he's telling me that we're told these things and it's a form of disclosure. We're told these things, the truthful things, wrapped up in a fantasy fairy tale image. And that's not really what's going on. They're hoping that we will forget what we've been told as children. But I didn't forget. I remember very clearly the stories we were told. He's telling me of a time, almost once upon a time, of noble royalty. Not so long ago, a few hundred years. Royalty that were appointed as the caretakers of this realm to keep us safe, to look after us, to do right by us. He's telling me that the crowns that royalty wore and the points on the crowns are receptors to receive divine information and help guide our caretakers to help guide us. But at some point, these noble caretakers of this realm were infiltrated and replaced by deceptive means, done in such a seamless way that no one really noticed the change, a hijacking, a takeover. I'm sure this was a busy church today. Yeah, a takeover. So the loyalty and love that the people of this realm have for the royalty is misguided. Because the once selfless royalty that ran this realm, took care of this realm, gone. And their systems changed, their rituals changed. Their practices changed, their philosophies changed. Oh dear, it's like someone's broken the window. He's telling me of all these mythical beings, like fairies and giants, all still exist but not on this realm, but were banished from this realm in order to control this realm and remove any lines of safety. He's telling me that the fairies exist. Fairies do exist, and they're not after your teeth. But they do like playing with people's hair because they are tinkerers by nature. And all the stories have been told about giants and such like, these mythical beings have all been inverted, turned inside out to instill fear in us, so if they ever return to our aid, we would flee from them in fear instead of embracing them. He's telling me of a spiritual operation that's in full swing, and things are going to change. He's not saying this is going to happen in the future, he's telling me this is happening now as we speak. He's also telling me that we all have a part to play in this. We all have a part to play indeed. We'll have a choice to make. In the creation of the new realm, the new way of living. And we're the caretakers. And it's very much a time of accountability. And there's no running from accountability. The wrongdoers will take account for their wrongdoing. And there's no quadrant of excuse, nowhere to hide. For everything's been recorded. Everything's been documented. If you've played a part in this system, this corrupt system up to now, it's not too late to change and become a part of the new world. Not a regime, not a control system. He's telling me when a narcissist intent loses control, when they've lost that grip and the spell has been broken, and they know there's no way they can claw back that control, all they have left is the want to destruct, break everything, so nobody can have it. And that's the phase we're going through right now, and that's the evidence that change is happening, and there's nothing that can be said or done to undo it. I just can't believe what a fantastic building that is. They all are, but they're all unique, they're all different in their own way, but yet all got the same technology. He's telling me you can't imagine what we missed out on, what we're missing out on a daily basis due to the expulsion of otherworldly beings that have a rightful place to be here. He's telling me of lands beyond our known system, and we can't get to them and they can't get to us because of the control system. The air is controlled, the oceans are controlled, they've got all the control. Like the narcissist bully tries to close off any avenue of escape or help. Their control system is falling apart. Their narcissistic control, abuse system of the people of this realm, the enslavement of this realm, is coming to an end. And it's a very exciting time to be a part of this. We've all got a part to play in this. You can sit down and see what happens. You can sit down and put up and shut up, or you can stand up and be a part of something wonderful, a part of the wonder and magic that love, spirituality, the heavens and God gives us. And then we'll be living our true full potential as a species on this wonderful, brilliant place. And I'll be honest, I've felt like this all my life, that we're all doomed. But he's telling me this feeling of doom and helplessness is coming to an end, not just for me, it has come to an end just for me, but for everyone it's going to come to an end. A wave of optimism is coming over all of us. The feeling of magic and wonder is tangible in the air, you can feel it, almost within grasp. He doesn't want us to be afraid anymore. He's telling me these buildings are for love, unity, care and healing, and there to help everyone and anyone who seeks that healing, that love, that comfort, support. He's telling me, like all trauma, it's hard to let go, it's hard to forgive and forget, and we're not going to forgive and forget, but we're going to learn from what's happened. So it can never happen again. And these buildings, and us as a species on this realm, will reach our full potential. And once we feel that, as you will soon, there'll be no looking back, no going back. And we'll all wonder why we left it so long. Why did we feel so helpless? Now I understand what all these peaks are all about. Receptors like on the crown, to receive divine information, divine guidance, wrapped up in love. I hope you found this video insightful, comforting, supportive, all the positive stuff that they represent. I have to share with you, it's been an amazing week for me to work spiritually with these churches. I'll be honest, I never saw it coming, not for a second. The knowledge, the emotions, I never thought on Monday that I'd be stood here on a Sunday, a week later, having made this video, and all the knowledge that's been shared with me so I can share it with you, to give you a sense of hope and a sense of change. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope you gain much comfort from this video. Take care, speak to you soon.